Multiversum.
Hallo allerseits, herzlich willkommen zu Undungeon, New Game. Void, das ist unser Charakter. Keeper of the Void Dimension, Bringer of Darkness. He is the incarnation of the dimension itself, so his powers are immense and mysterious. Gut.
Strange, isn't it? From childhood, we have been told that the universe is endless. It was said that there are millions of worlds out there, and that none of them can be reached. They said that they were thousands of light years away from us. But what if this is not the whole truth? What if we live in a multiverse where a thin membrane separates worlds from each other, and this membrane is not as strong as it seems? 7 worlds, 7 variations of Earth were instantly merged. Those few who survived called this cataclysm the Shift.
Ui. Okay. Press any button. Ja. Okay. Hold A to be born. Okay, L to move. Sonst können wir noch keine Knöpfe bedienen. The space is dark and silent. A voice resounds in your head, breaking the silence. Each word like a supersonic cannon shot. I made you, I created you. What are you? I am nothingness just like you. They call us the Void. You and I are one, but you have a purpose. You can leave this place and meet with them, the envoys from other dimensions, in the center of creation. How did you create me? I made you from parts, from anything that reaches me from their worlds. Follow the thread. It will bring you to the root of creation, to the city of all dimensions, the city of Arkaban. Collect the seals of the 6 heralds and bring them back here. We have many realms. We have essence. They want our essence because we have so much. Let them give us their realms so we can have many realms as well. Go and collect the seals of 6 dimensions. Okay, wir nehmen das einfach so mal hin. Ich hoffe, dass wir hier jetzt weiterkommen. Oh, was ist das? Wir haben einen Communicator bekommen. Press Digipad nach unten to open the communicator. This is an incredibly important device that lets you communicate across dimensions. You'll get messages containing information about the world around you and requests from beings you meet on your travels. Okay. You might run into enemies. To dispatch them, press X to attack. Oh. Clear ribs. Press RB to activate the shield that protects you from any single source of damage once. Okay. Heralds can use the enhanced skills of their items. Depending on the type of item, press the button corresponding to it. After the indicator appears and fills up over the character, release it. Each item has its own enhanced skills. These can be attacking abilities, defense abilities, or temporary enhancements. Au. Was war das? Was tut hier weh? So, wir teleporten uns hinunter. Oder wo auch immer hin. Also das mit dem Any-Button. Ah, okay. Harold, my greetings. I am Vidicus. By sheer coincidence, I became the guardian of this hub and I'm obliged to help you. The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. I apologize, where are my manners? You probably want to have a look around and get acclimated first. I have waited a very long time for this meeting and I can wait a while longer. Come find me when you are ready to discuss business. Alright. So. Explore the hub. Wir haben hier mal a dimensional pier like the one I used to get here, but this one is a lot bigger. This creature's flesh blends with the stones around the pier. It seems alive but unconscious. The device resembles a locked door. Und hier haben wir noch was. The device in the center of this table shows the current state of the planes of reality. So. Did you get a good look around? Yes, what happened to Arcaban? Arcaban once stood on this very spot. Well, more precisely, the cosmically massive core of creation stood on this spot, and the 6 districts of Arcaban surrounded it. When you were on your way to the Council of Heralds, there were few who knew of this, but it seems one of them did not want you to make it there. There was a coup in Arcaban and someone used Marduk's personal weapon. I'm not hinting at anything. Marduk's personal weapon to serve your thread from the core of creation, plunging the void dimension into the abyss and spilling its essence into the center of creation, directly into Arcaban. Only it just so happened that your core is here, and the core of creation fell into the abyss along with your dimension. And Arcaban fell too, of course, and everything else. Everything is sliding into the abyss through this hub Dharma created, slowly, gradually, like through the eye of a needle. What happened to the other worlds and dimensions? The core of creation is falling into the abyss and dragging every layer of the universe along with it. We can't stop it. The core has already passed the event horizon. But we can temporarily raise it from the abyss and gather mass from a few divine cores. This should be enough for us to create a new reality. Who do you mean, we? You, me, the Keeper, those few immortals who have not yet fallen into the abyss along with the core of creation. No one knows how much time we have left. Go to the central pier. The Keeper has everything ready. The pier will take you to the Q dimension. Well, what is left of it after its time in the abyss? It's a world of arid deserts, hot during the day and cold at night. Do not expect a warm welcome from the inhabitants. They know about as much about heralds as they do about waterfalls. Und was sollen wir da machen jetzt? You must activate all 7 gravitational piers in the Q dimension, which will transfer some mass to the hub and unlock a pathway to the Divine Palace. Then you will just have to convince the Dimension's God to bequeath all his mass to the hub core, that is all. Okay. Ja, machen wir. Kein Problem. You are not prepared. It was incredibly difficult for me to raise your core from the abyss. Viticus, that lazy blabbermouth didn't explain it to you. This is not Arcaban, Herald. Refresh your memory and your skills. You will need to be prepared for battle. The keeper points you to a door leading to another dimension. Alright, Training. Das ist gut. Training is good. Let's trainier. Da ist wieder der Any-Button. Ich habe jetzt A gedrückt, als ich das mit dem Any-Button gesagt habe. Also nichts mit Any. Y, X, B, R, B, L, B. Irgendwann geht's. Okay. If I were you, I wouldn't listen to what the keeper thinks of me. She sleeps all the time but still calls me lazy. What nonsense. It's just that there's so much going on and I occasionally forget important things. Right, let's go down to business, get down to business. As you've already figured out, this is a training room. I currently have a combat simulation running in it. Between you and me, there are no other simulations. I haven't created them yet. We will be using this combat simulation to see what you can do. If you don't mind, I'll be recording your training. It could prove useful for when we train future heralds. Well, even if you do mind, I'm still going to record it. That's my job after all. I had to ask for appearance sake. Alright, let's start training. Dann gehen wir mal nach. Hier wird aufgenommen. Okay, use X to perform a normal attack. 1, 2, 3. Use B to dash. Okay. Pick up knocks. Using consumables to heal yourself. First press Y, then press X to break the healing item. Whoever attacks the item first gains the effect, whether that be you or your enemy. Oh. Da lassen wir das in die Welt quasi und dann müssen wir es zerschlagen, damit wir bekommen. Okay. Ach so, zweimal. Gut. Mechanical Claws. Mechanical Claws can perform a combo. Press X 3 times in quick succession to execute it. The last attack in the combo will deal the most damage, but be careful. The combo drains a lot of stamina. Oh. Ui. Das macht Schaden. Every item has a certain level of durability. When an item breaks, the game enters a tactical pause state, where you can swap out your broken item if you have a replacement. Press X, B or RB to swap out the corresponding item. Ach so, jetzt müssen wir... wir haben ja nichts, also RT to continue. Oh ja, toll. Das habe ich nicht gelesen. Use, also so wie das Heal-Item benutze ich das jetzt auch. Und das macht mich jetzt irgendwie stärker. Nehme ich an. So, jetzt soll ich alle 3 Sachen aufheben. Und den Enemy killen. Au. Enemy damage is increased by 100% after an attack that successfully hits you. This is indicated by stars over their head. Stars are lost over time and turn into shields that block a single hit. There are items that can remove these buffs. Okay. If you hit an enemy and see the blue shield, it means that more than 40% of your attack was absorbed by enemy's armor. Okay. It's better to use empowered attacks against armored enemies, since these attacks can pierce through armor and deal substantial damage. mich zweimal getroffen. Au, der hat mich schon wieder getroffen. Aha. Ich versuche es wieder. Schauen wir mal, ob er... Ja, jetzt hat er einen Stern verloren. Jetzt hat er mich aber wieder getroffen. When you touch a fanged seed, you spend 1 essence to try and fertilize it. If you're successful, it will start growing fruit, which you can collect after some time to use as medicine or explosives. So, puh. Targets killed by decreation have the highest drop values of essence, runes, nodes, and consumables. This type of death blocks the possibility of autopsy. Well, I would say we can call our first joint project a success. By the way, what do you think of him, Harold? Who? The red-robed nomad, of course. He's the pinnacle of my creativity. I painstakingly recreated every single detail so he would closely resemble the most common of the Q-dimension inhabitants you will encounter. Once I improve his voice module, the locals won't be able to tell he's not one of their own. Impressive, you did a good job. Okay, wir sind mehr oder weniger bereit. Okay, wir drücken wild alle Tasten, aber ich denke, der rechte Trigger wird es sein. Und jetzt dürfen wir uns hin teleportieren. You can use a dimensional pier to fast travel around the world. Once a pier is activated, you can teleport to it anytime. Foundation Pier, hier sind wir, und Alpha Pier. Da wollen wir hin. Oder da müssen wir hin. Ob wir wollen oder nicht. Ja, der rechte Trigger ist es. Das ist der Any-Button. So, ask the Huntsman where the core is. Erstmal muss ich hier rausfinden. Ah, okay. Oh, das sind viele. So. Global Map. Da sollen wir hin. Set Destination. Okay. Ah, und jetzt bewegen wir uns. Okay. Ian's Camp. Also rechter Trigger. Zack. Ja, gut. Dann sprechen wir mal mit dem Huntsman. Hallöchen. The strong, experienced warrior seems to be caught off guard when you appear. Oh, mother of my boys, I can't tell if you're real or not. What are you? I'm real. Hang on. You're a herald, aren't you? Immortal messenger of the gods. I need your help. Please, whatever god you serve, help me, and I will help you with anything you need. You notice this being has a very tangible core. Only a relatively ancient entity could have one like that. I need information. Alright, I'll answer your questions, but let me introduce myself first. My name is Ian. I've gained a great deal of hunting experience in these parts, and I'm known as a successful huntsman. Every family needs a good hunter, and even though I'm not a master yet, the tribes around here have faith in me and decided to entrust their young ones to me for training. So now I'm training several groups of hunters. Well, was training. I also do a little trading. What are you interested in, Harold? I'm searching for some ancient technology, a huge metal sphere. Have you seen anything like that? When I saw that thing, the legends about heralds, messengers of the gods, were the first thing that came to mind. How you appear when the world is about to change or its time has come. Where did you see it? The core emits powerful vibrations. They would drive me mad at night, and that's how I found it. I don't remember ever seeing that thing there before. I think this is what I need. I answered your question. Will it help me now? Okay. Schauen wir mal. Recently, the animals we hunt have become more aggressive. We've spotted red wingaroons who are more heavily armored than normal and can spit acid. Some of the red ones are even gigantic. I've never seen anything like them. Perhaps they crawled out from under the ground, awakened by all these vibrations. We don't have the right weapons to hunt creatures like these, especially the big ones, and we haven't figured out tactics for fighting them yet. So we always did our best to avoid the red wingaroons, especially the warriors. But that night we decided to ambush one and fight it to see what it could do. My students had been asking me about this for a long time, and I, fool that I am, finally agreed and planned the hunt. Let's get to the point. Looks like the metastorm is winding down. It's going to get very hot on the surface soon. The wrinkles on our necks and chests will be irritated even at night. I'm wounded. I need healing, ammo and supplies. But I'm afraid the younglings won't last long enough. If they're still alive, that is. Can you find the hunters and bring them back here to the camp? Ja, schauen wir mal. I marked the places where the hunters might have camped for the night on your communicator, and the spot where we trapped the beast in case you want to finish what I started. As you can see, I won't be in fighting shape for a while. The hunter grimaced awkwardly, pointing at the guts spilling out from under the side of his shirt. But I bet you find the young ones first. I don't think they last more than 7 day-night cycles in this heat with what supplies they have. Speaking of supplies, they probably ran out of them. Here, take some. This should be enough to sustain them once you find them. Okay. Wir schauen mal. Den Communicator haben wir hier. Wie, was? New owner detected. Error. Access granted. Data recovery in process. Restore telepathic contacts. Incoming transmission. Okay. Establishing connection. Error. No access to info ocean. Recovering most recent story. Clear. I really don't think this is a good idea. Think about it. You should say no. Admit it. You're jealous. You're not worthy. You will regret that you said that. We talk once I return in my new form. Let's not put it off any longer. I'm behind your back. Turn around and face your death. Okay. Cool, hier haben wir die Tutorial-Videos. Gut. Level up. Schau an. Y to level up. Select a slot to unlock. Ach so. Ich glaube, das lassen wir noch, weil ich glaube, ja, wir bekommen dann irgendwelche Fähigkeiten und die benötigen gewisse Slots und die Slots kann ich hier freischalten. So glaube ich. Jetzt habe ich einen roten freigeschaltet. Okay. Jar of Essence. Plant Seeds. Ich weiß auch nicht jetzt, warum das hier markiert ist. So, bomb. Press LT to use an explosive. If you hold LT, you can aim more accurately. Bombs and grenades are highly effective against grouped up enemies, but be careful, explosions can hurt you too. Das war klar. Ich hab Cobalt Knife. Okay. So, heißt das, wir sollen jetzt hier raus wieder gehen? Genau. Scout Area. Find the first group of hunters. Da werden wir jetzt mal hinspazieren. Und werden mal schauen, ob wir die Hunter finden können. Autsch. Au, die treffen mich. So. Also hier unten in der Mitte. Das sind die roten. Die Schmerzen. Unten in der Mitte sehen wir haben 690 von 700 Leben. Und die treffen mich. Und darüber ist ein gelber Balken, das ist die Ausdauer, nehme ich an. In addition to the usual items, fallen enemies will drop a grain of essence. The bigger and stronger the enemies, the more essence will be dropped. Essence is used to enhance cores. Accumulation of essence in a core enhances its passive bonuses. Boah. Einer hat mich noch getroffen. Da ist noch einer. Zack. So, wir haben einiges aufgesammelt. Equipment, Body. Also hier haben wir einige Sachen. Das ist ja Ausrüstung, würde ich mal sagen. Was ist das? Wow. So. Aha. Und die kommen hier aus den Löchern raus, oder? Oder aus den Eiern? Nö, aus den Löchern. Löchern, fürchte ich. So, hier haben wir eine Truhe. Das werden wir uns gleich holen. Bronze Coin. immer noch nicht sicher, ob die aus den Löchern oder aus den Eiern kommen. Ich glaube aus den Eiern. Sonst würden hier schon wieder welche stehen. Aus den Eiern werden die kommen, okay. So, wir sollen auf jeden Fall mal in die Richtung. Healing items, you can harvest seeds from Pandora roots. These seeds have potent healing properties. Und hier. Da haben wir Seeds, okay. Der versteckt sich hier hinter. So. Moment, jetzt lassen wir das mal, dann würde, wenn das stimmt, oben jetzt gleich einer kommen. Der blinkt schneller und dann kommt einer, oder? Genau, jetzt bricht's auf und jetzt kommt einer. Okay, ja, also nicht aus den Löchern, sondern aus den Eiern hier. Gut. Wäre das auch geklärt? Darum zuerst die Eier killen, sonst kommen wieder Gegner raus. Und sind auch nur so kleine. Oh, die tun trotzdem weh. Nö, wir sollen hier die Hunter finden. Und die Pfeile zeigen nur die Ausgänge, okay. Aber die müssen dann halt hier irgendwo sein. Schauen wir noch mal hier. Hier waren wir noch nicht. Ah, hier sind sie. You see two beings. One takes a step in your direction, covering their partner. Dark scarlet patches on the being's red robe shimmer in the sun. Blood. The being looks at you intently and waves his hand in an unusual gesture. Ayan sent me. You sense a weight lift from the nomad's shoulders when he hears that name. His entire being becomes soft like a fluffy cloud. So help found us after all. Hussa, I knew Ayan wouldn't let us down. Both beings freeze simultaneously, tilting their heads in disbelief, then start examining you closely, occasionally making strange gestures as they do. The one that is closer to you starts talking, eyes downcast. You look like a herald. You have a core. Are you one? Yes. Greetings, Herald. I'm Rune the Nomad, and that here is Zomida. We were wounded out on a hunt, and we are not strong enough to get past those beasts on our own. The hunters have become the prey. Most ironic. Forgive me for asking a one-sided favor of you, but could you help us get out? I'm afraid we won't last much longer. I'll show you the way. Machen wir. So, kommt mit. Und wie es aussieht, obwohl wir jetzt alles schon gecleart haben, kommen hier noch Gegner. Aber die helfen wenigstens mit. Oh, und werden aber selbst auch angegriffen. Autsch. So, wir heilen uns ein bisschen. Oh, die Roten sind wirklich gefährlich. Vor allem haben mich die... Oh, der eine ist schon tot. Und ich auch gleich übrigens. der hier, der muss jetzt sterben. Damit habe ich nicht mich gemeint eigentlich. Oh Mann. Ja, ich wollte nur zeigen, was passiert, wenn man stirbt. Dann kommen wir wieder zum Hub. Wir können aber... Nö, wir können uns hier wieder teleporten. Wieder zum Alpha-Pier. Also wir sind zu forsch an das Ganze rangegangen. So, wir müssen jetzt wieder den Huntsman suchen. Und dann müssen wir es halt besser machen. Ja. Okay, ich würde sagen, das war's für heute. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao.